Welcome to class of chemistry. We are studying 12th standard chemistry, lesson number 9, coordination compounds. In previous video, we studied classification of complexes. Today, we will study IUPAC nomenclature of coordination compounds. So for naming the coordination compounds, there are some rules which we have to follow. So let's see the rules one by one. So first rule for the nomenclature is, in naming the complex ion or neutral molecule, name the ligand first and then the metal. So for naming any neutral molecule or complex ion, ligand should be named first and then the metal. So let's see the example, FeCO5. So this is a neutral molecule. In this, ligand is CO and the molecules of the CO are 5 and metal is iron. So oxidation state of iron here is 0. So how this compound is named? There are 5 molecules of ligand. So penta, carbonyl, iron, and the oxidation state of iron, that is 0. Pentacarbonyl ion 0 will be the name of this compound. So let's see the next rule. Second rule is, the name of anionic ligands are obtained by changing the ending IDE to O and ATE to ATO. So examples of these are Br minus ligand, it's called as bromide, and it can be named as by changing the ending IDE to O, that is bromo. And for example, SO4 2 minus, this is called as sulfate. And for naming this as a ligand, the name will be sulfato. ATE will be changed to ATO. So these are the two examples. There are few more examples. Let us see. So Cl minus is called as chloride. The IUPAC name of this ligand will be chloro. Fluoride will be named as fluoro. Iodide will be named as iodo. Cyanide will be named as cyano. Now hydroxide is named as hydroxo. NO3 nitro is named as nitrato. Next is carbonate. It is named as carbonato. The ending ATE is changed to ATO and the ending IDE is changed to O, except in hydroxide it is hydroxo. Next is oxalate. It is called as oxalato. NO2 nitrite, it is called as nitro. For N-bonded ligand. And ONO, that is nitrite, is called as nitrito. For O-bonded ligand. Next is SCN, that is thiocyanate, which is called as thiocyanate, thiocyanato. For S donor atom and NCS minus, that is again thiocyanate, which is called as isothiocyanato for N as a donor atom. So these are some anionic ligands which are named like this. IUPAC names of some neutral ligands are, first one NH3 is called as ammonia and IUPAC name is amine. Second is CO, that is carbon monoxide, and it is called as carbonyl. Then H2O, that is water, and it is called as aqua. EN, which is ethylene diamine, and it is written as ethylene diamine in the IUPAC nomenclature. Third rule is the name of the complex is one single word. There must not be any space between ligand name and the name of the metal. For example, let's see one compound CONO2 thrice, NH3 thrice. So while naming this compound, ligands and the name of the metal, there should not be any space between the name of the metal and the name of the ligand. It should be a one word. So how to name this compound? It is triamine. There are 3 molecules of ammonia. NO2, that is nitro, and the metal, that is cobalt. And here the oxidation state of cobalt is 3 plus 3, so Roman numerals 3. So this will be the name of this compound. So let's see next rule. Fourth rule is, after the name of the metal, write its oxidation state in Roman numbers which appears in the parenthesis without any space between metal name and the parenthesis. Let's see one example. RH NH3 thrice SCN thrice. So how to name this compound? Here we have to write the oxidation state of this metal at the end. First we have to name the ligands as per our first rule. So here are 3 molecules of ammonia and 3 molecules of SCN. So there will be tri as a prefix. Triamine, trithiocyanato. Next is metal, rhodium. And the oxidation state of rhodium, that is 3 in Roman number without any space. So the name of the compound or the coordination sphere will be as a one word. There will be no space between the metal and the different ligands and the oxidation state. So let's see next rule. Fifth rule. If the complex has more than one ligand of the same type, the number is indicated with prefixes di, tri, tetra, penta, hexa, etc. So let's see example, then you will understand what is the rule. If the complex is CuNH3 4 2 plus, this is the complex. So how to name this complex? Here are 4 molecules of NH3. NH3 is a ligand and there are 4 molecules. So as there are 4 molecules, we have to prefix this ligand by tetra as there are 4 molecules. So the name of this complex will be tetra amine copper, and the oxidation of copper here is second, and as it is complex, iron. So there will not be any space between the tetraamine copper second ion. It will be one word. Next example is FeCO5. This is the neutral ligand, and the name of this ligand will be, as there are 5 molecules of CO here, the prefix will be penta. CO is named as carbonyl. Then metal is iron. Oxidation state of iron here is 0. So this will be the name of the compound, pentacarbonyl ion 0. So now let's see next rule. Sixth rule is, for the complex having more than one type of ligands, they are written in alphabetical order. Suppose 2 ligands with prefixes tetra, aqua and dichloro are there. While naming in alphabetical order, tetra, aqua will come first and then dichloro will be written. So let's see one example. Cr H2O4 Cl2Cl. So here are 2 types of ligands. One is H2O and the other is chlorine, that is Cl2. So for naming, which ligand should be named first? So we have to take the alphabetical order for naming this type of ligands. So there are 4 molecules of H2O. So it will be tetra aqua. And there are 2 molecules of chlorine, so it will be dichloro. So tetra aqua will come first and then dichloro will come. So to name this compound, it will be tetra aqua dichloro chromium metal. Its oxidation state, and then the counter ion, that is chloride. There will be space between this chloride and the name of the complex. So now let's see next rule. 7th rule. If the name of the ligand itself contains numerical prefix, then display the number by prefixes with bis for 2, tris for 3, tetrakis for 4, and so on, and put the ligand name in parentheses. For example, ethylene diamine, this ligand has a numerical prefix in itself. It is also called as AN. If it has 3 molecules, it can be written as EN3, and it would appear as tris ethylene diamine or tris ethane 1,2-diamine. For example, let's take another example. COE and twice H2OCl. So name of this compound will be aqua chloro bis for 2 ethylene diamine molecules, bis ethylene diamine cobalt, and the oxidation state of cobalt 3. So this is the 7th rule. Now let's see another rule. 8th rule. The metal in cationic or neutral complex is specified by its usual name, while in the anionic complex, name of the metal ends with ATE. So let's see some examples. So first we'll see metal in cationic complex. So we have to take one example of a cationic complex, CuNH3 4 2+. So this is the cationic complex. So name of this compound will be tetraamine copper, oxidation state, that is 2 in Roman numbers, and as it is iron, write iron here. So as this is cationic complex, name of the metal will be as usual, that is copper. If it is copper, it will be copper. So the name of metal in neutral complex will be, let's take one example, CO NO2 thrice NH3 thrice. So name of this compound will be triamine nitro. Metal will be cobalt. Oxidation state in Roman numbers, that is 3. So as it is neutral complex, neutral compound, so name of the metal will be as it is, that is cobalt. So let's see another example of metal in anionic complex. So example for this is NiCN4 2-. This is the anionic complex. So name of the metal in this complex will be with the ending ATE, that is it is nickel, so it will be nickelate ion. So name will be tetra cyano nickelate second, as the oxidation state of the nickel here is second, so second, and as it is iron, it will be iron. So let's see some few examples of anionic complex in which the name of the metals will end with ATE. IUPAC names of metals in anionic complex. In anionic complex, the metals will be named by ending ATE. So aluminium will be named as aluminate, cobalt will be named as cobaltate, gold will be named as aurate, manganese will be named as magnet, platinum will be named as platinate, chromium named as chromate, copper will be named as cuprate, then iron will be named as ferrate, nickel will be named as nickelate, zinc will be named as zincate. So these are the IUPAC names of the metals in anionic complexes only. So let us try some IUPAC names of complexes. First one, NiCN4 2-. This is anionic complex. So name of this complex will be tetra cyano nickelate second iron. Tetra for because there are 4 molecules of CN, that is cyanide, and cyanide is named as cyano in IUPAC nomenclature, and the metal in the anionic complex is named by ending ATE. So nickelate, oxidation state of the nickel is second, and as it is an iron, write iron here. So this is the first example. Let's see another example. Second, CO C2O4 thrice 3-. So name of this compound will be trioxylato cobaltate third ion. There should not be any space between the metal and the ligands. Next example, FeCN6 4-. So name of this compound will be hexa. Name the ligand first, then cyano. As it is anionic complex, name of the metal will be ending with ATE. So it will be ferrate. Oxidation state second, and iron. So name of the complex should be one word. One of our rule, name of the complex should be one word. So now let's see some compounds containing complex ions and metal cations. First one, Na3CO NO2 6. So it has metal cations and the complex ions. So name of this compound will be sodium first the cation metal, then space, and then write one word for the complex ion. It is hexa nitro. There are 6 molecules of NO2 here. So hexa nitro cobaltate, as this is the anionic complex cobaltate, and the oxidation state of cobalt is 3 here. Sodium hexanitro cobaltate third will be the name of this compound. So let's see next compound, K3Al C2O4 thrice. So on dissolution, this compound will be splitted as 3K plus AlC2O4 thrice 3 minus. So this is the anionic complex. So name of this compound will be potassium then space tri oxalato aluminate. Oxidation state is 3, so third. So this is the name of this compound. We are writing the name of the compound, whole compound, that is sodium hexanitrocobaltate 3. This is the complex, name of the complex in one word, and this is the metal cation. Next example, NaAlF6. So it will be Na plus and AlF6 minus on dissolution. So the name of this compound will be sodium then space hexa fluoro aluminate and the oxidation state here is 3. Oxidation state of aluminium is 3. So let's see some cationic complexes now. Names of some cationic complexes. First one, CuNH3 4 2 plus. So name of this compound will be tetra amine copper. As the complex is cationic, the name of the metal will be as usual, that is as it is, that is copper. Oxidation state, that is second, and iron. Next example, FeH2O 5 NCS 2 plus. So there are two ligands here. One is NCS thiocyanate and one is H2O. Metal is iron. So name of this compound will be penta aqua. 5 molecules of water are there. So penta aqua isothiocyanate. Metal is iron, IRON. Now here we are not writing ferrite as the complex is cationic. We are writing iron and the oxidation state of iron, that is 3, and as it is iron it will be ION. So next example, PTEN, that is ethylene diamine, SCN twice 2 plus. So name of this compound will be bis, as ethylene diamine has di in its name. So bis ethylene diamine, it will be in bracket, and then di for SCN, that is thiocyanate, then metal name, that is platinum, oxidation state of platinum, that is 4 here. So this will be the name of the complex, bis ethylene diamine dithiocyanate platinum 4. So now let's see the compounds containing complex cations and anion. IUPAC names of the compounds containing complex cations and anions. First one, PT Br twice, NH3 4 times, and the anion, that is Br2. On dissociation it will be the cationic complex and this is the anion. So name of this compound will be, there are 4 molecules of NH3, so tetra amine, 2 molecules of bromine, so dibromo. Name of the metal, that is platinum, as it is cationic complex, name will be as it is, that is platinum. Oxidation state of the platinum here is 4. This is the name of the complex in one word, and then small space, and then this ion, that is bromide. Next example, CO NH3 5 times, CO3 Cl. So in this example also there are 2 types of ligands, NH3 and CO3, and the anion is Cl here. So on dissociation this complex will be cationic, it will have positive charge and Cl will have negative charge. So name of this compound will be, there are 5 molecules of ammonia here. So first penta amine, then CO3, it is called as carbonato, then name of the metal, that is cobalt, and the oxidation state of cobalt, that is 3, and then small space and the anion chloride. So now let's write the representation of coordination compounds from their names. So now read the name first. Potassium amine trichloroplatinate second. What do we understand from this name? That is, we have metal potassium as a cation, then a complex ion is anionic, which is amine trichloroplatinate. As the name of the metal is ending with ate, it is cationic. Oxidation state of the platinum is second here. So first write potassium, that is K, then square bracket, then the metal Pt, its oxidation state should be second, then it is amine trichloro. So for that, amine only one molecule because there is no di, tri, tetra here. Amine, then trichloro, that is Cl3, and close the bracket. So this will be the representation of potassium amine trichloroplatinate second. So now you can calculate the oxidation state of platinum and check your answer. Now second is dicyanoaurate first ion. So now see what is the metal here. Here metal is gold and it is written aurate. That means it is the anionic complex. So dicyano, there are two molecules of CN. First one, write the square bracket, then Au, then dicyano means two molecules of cyanide, close the bracket, and one minus charge. So this will be the representation of the dicyanoaurate first ion. Now you can calculate the oxidation state of Au and you will check your answer. Now third one is tricarbonato cobaltate third ion. Once again it is a complex ion which is anionic because the name of the metal is written by the ending ATE and the metal's oxidation state is 3. Now try writing the name of this complex, square bracket. Tricarbonato means there are 3 molecules of CO3 here and the metal is cobalt. So CO, then bracket CO3, bracket close, and it is 3 times, then bracket close, and 3 minus will be the charge on this complex. Last one is tetra aqua dichlorochromium third space and then chloride. That means the name of the complex is here and space and then chloride. This is the anion and the complex is cationic because the name of the metal is as it is. Now chromium, that is Cr, start from square bracket, Cr, then we have 4 molecules of H2O here. So H2O, 4 molecules because name is tetra aqua, then dichloro, that means Cl2, bracket close, and then chloride. So these will be the representation of the compounds. In this way you can write the name of the compound as well as the representation of the compound from the name. So this was the IUPAC nomenclature of coordination compound. Try some more examples. Thank you.